So why did that pop up? Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. Jeez, unbelievable. I have no clue what's going on there. Did you guys see that? I have online security keeps popping up. Bring this down. Nobody's in here yet. It says there's one person, but they're not in. Been rough trying to do this live stream. I'm about ready to give it up. I could not even see Rosie. Um, just got back from a really good meetup. Is what I was going to talk about tonight, and it's it was down in Arkansas, which I love Arkansas. It's getting to be one of my favorite states. Um, it was pretty good. It was different because we traveled outside of the campground every day. So it was a little bit different. It was a little bit difficult for some, I think, because I don't think that they um, knew how busy it would be, or they didn't know what to expect, or some of the girls would be. I don't see anybody. I see there's two people in here, but they're not in here with me. Um, can Anyway, I'm just going to talk. If you come on, you come on. I'm about at wit's end with this laptop I've got. If you're in here, say hello and chat. Can you get on chat? Um, it may be switched to members only. Um, we've been trying to get members only. I had some people that were getting in here and being kind of rude, so had to get a little bit more restrictive. And ever since we've done that, it's been acting weird. So that may be the problem. Anyway, good meetup. It was down at Sylamore Creek Campground down at Mountain View, Arkansas, and I think it rained. We had storms. A lot of people didn't come because they didn't want to drive through the storms because we had a lot of storm systems going all around Arkansas. Hello, how are you? I see somebody in chat. And Bowman, hi. How you doing? Can you hear me? My little microphone seems to be going up and down, so I'm thinking you can hear me. But anyway, I was talking about my meetup in Arkansas. I tell you what, Mountain View, good. Mountain View was gorgeous. I'm definitely going to go back to that town. I've been working on videos ever since I got back, and we went to oh, here's this store, and it was McSpadden Mountain Dulcimers. If you can see this, let me get it. There we go. And I tell you what, that was the coolest place I've ever been. Stores. They've been making these. They've been making the dulcimers. See the picture of it? They've been hand making them since 1962. So since I was like a year old. So that's a long time. I'm pretty old. And I was I did a video. I haven't gotten it put together yet because I'm doing all the other ones, but What a store. It was amazing. And while I was in there, there was the owner started playing with another lady and they were playing together and I got it videoed and it was so pretty. Do I play? I've played guitar. There's one sitting right here. And I'm not very good. This guitar was given to me by a friend of mine. And see how wide it is? It's very hard for me to play. It seems to be a little wide. And truth to tell you, I need to practice more, and I just don't do it. That one hurts my fingers so bad. The dulcimers, though, I would love to learn. There was a book there you could get, and I do know chords, but I don't know if I know the dulcimer chords. But my boyfriend likes the dulcimers, and he's got what he calls a drumstick, and it's not quite the dulcimers, but I think that I really would enjoy to play one. Do you play, and do you play anything? I love folk music. I love blues, jazz, all that stuff. Um, I love music. I'm not much of like opera, or maybe I'm not into metal, heavy metal, or any of that. But anyway, this was a fun place down there to go to if you're. And another thing where that was really cool, the shop, you could walk to the back of the store and the shop was all open. It was awesome, and you could watch them work on them. But there's a lot of different varieties of them, and I bought I bought my boyfriend plays the harmonica too. So I bought a book on playing the harmonica that showed the chords and everything. So you could learn how to read music with the harmonica. So that was a little different. I've never seen a book like that. So that was kind of cool. And then, okay, that was the main one of the stores we went into. Of course, the folk festival is going on, and lots of vendors and crafters and music and all that was going on. It was a very busy time. Um, and so it was very hard to get all of the people in together that we had in our group. I'm going to say we probably had 35 women at the meetup. There was supposed to have been 50, and I had about 15 that didn't show up or didn't come. So, and if they did come on the next day, I don't really know. It was scattered out. All of us were scattered out in this campground, but it was a wonderful campground. Silmore Creek, I've got video on it. I don't know if I've got the one on the campground done yet. I've made so many videos in the last 2 days. It's crazy. And one of them was, packing the van. I always try to start from the beginning of the adventure that I do. And so was packing my van, and then um, I think I did one on the meet and greet the first night. And then I haven't done the waterfalls one yet, which was really pretty. And very pretty. We just didn't they were so far apart, we didn't have time to drive to all of them. So we chose, and we went to Blanchard Springs, which was a really beautiful area, and that is a place they have a campground there, and that's where I wanted to stay, but they had a bad storm there, and it has been rebuilt. And when they reopen, which they're supposed to reopen May 1st, it's gonna be a state park. So I think next year, I've already had women say they want to do this again, make it an annual event. So I may check out the camping at Blanchard Springs next year for next year, so we'll be closer. But Mountain View, oh my gosh, what a cute little town. And I'd rather go when the festival's not going on because I think from what I've hear, they play music all the time there. So, and it won't be as busy. And I'm handicapped, so it was very hard for me. I couldn't even get a close parking spot for me to actually enjoy the festival. But my friend and I, uh, Sherry, we went into town. We went a day ahead of time, and we went to. That's when we went to the Dulcimer shop, and we went downtown before it got busy. We went up on the square and the courthouse. We did some. I did some video in there. So I've got a lot of other videos I need to get done, but I highly recommend the area. It's beautiful and it's a neat little town. There's the square. There's all kinds of shops. There's and restaurants and just it's definitely a little tourist town that is very interesting to go to in Arkansas. So kind of want to go back, but like I said, my motto now is supposed to be don't go where you've already been because I want to get out there and explore more. I'm a little early. I was supposed to be on at 8. I don't even see Floss on here. I don't know if she's going to be here to be my moderator tonight. I've had issues getting on here. How did you find me, Ann? Ann Bowman? Did you just find me on YouTube? Are you still with me? You can talk to me. Ask me a question, or how did you find my site to get on here? I'm curious because I've been having a lot of problem doing these live streams. So I don't know if anybody else will find me. Um, the campground was a privately owned campground, and like I said, it's Sylamore or Sillamore. I don't know which way. I was going to find out how you pronounced it correctly, and I really enjoyed the campground. It's right along the Sylamore Creek, and beautiful Blue Creek that runs right into the White River. You just happened on? Okay. Are you one of my subscribers? I'm just curious to who get how they get on here. I um the when we got there, nobody was at the. Oh, there's Van Gogh. Hi, honey. I'm finally here. I don't know if Floss is going to make it or not. I haven't had a hard time getting on here tonight, so I don't know. I've been on here for about 15 minutes or so. I had to go in, go out, go in, go out. Hi, how are you, T? Good to see you. Been a while. I don't see you, but I see you talking. Um, I liked your video. You're doing some good videos. Good. You can hear me good and everything. It's not. It's showing me 2 dots on my volume, so I don't know how that's going. I have been doing videos after videos after videos. Um, I'm not even close to being done. There's so much to cover. It was a very good time. Hi Dale. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm glad you're finding me. I didn't know if anybody'd find me. I was in ready to go live, and then I had this pop up about buy the McAfee virus, and I couldn't get it off my screen, so I had to go back out, and then I lost everything. Had to come back in. Well, honey, I've got 100 and I think 61 or 62 videos now. It's crazy. I You need to watch the one inside my van at night. I love that video, and it's actually, I made a video of packing my van. I've made a video of my van at night, inside my van at night. I've made one of course, the meet and greet, where all of this, I introduce everybody that's there, where they're from, and the video that's had the most views is packing my van. And it's so funny because somebody says, "Why don't you?" And the only reason I did it is because somebody said, "Why don't you? I'd like to see a video of how you pack your van." So I made a video of packing my van, and it's got the most views. I mean, I've got all these butterflies to me, and I'm just all this stuff that's harder videos than that one was. But anyway, it's whatever they want, I mean, um, I loved my van. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I enjoyed my van so much. This was probably the most at peace I've been with that van, and everything was right where I wanted it to be. I knew where everything was. It was so comfortable, and I just loved it. It was perfect, and I don't think there's anything more that I need for that van. It's just, unless I want to get the box to carry more stuff. But for just traveling, you know, I could hit the road with it and be happy. It would be awesome. Everything worked great. My solar was fantastic. It's because we are nosy. Is that why? No, I was highly comfortable in my van. I mean, I slept good. Oh, I had internet. This campground, oh, I mean, it wasn't real fancy. I mean, it could be a better campground, but it had internet. So I got to watch, YouTube videos when I was in there, and I didn't have to watch, my DVDs that I've watched 100 times. So it was fun. I loved it. And the setup, Sherry Miller helped me a lot. She's not on here yet. I don't know if she'll be on here. She helped me a lot at this meetup. It was very nice to have her there helping me. She did some videoing for me when I was introducing all the ladies and giving them their necklaces that I made and name tags. And I have a lot of them left that didn't show up. And I made a comment in the video about, you did watch that one too. You watched me packing up my van. Uh, yeah, and it's not that hard. I mean, I think the hardest thing about the is I don't even know if anything's hard. I don't like putting the if I was doing a long, but I did it last time. See, I decided to put one of my shower curtains I have, and it matches my bedspread in my van. So I put it over my bed, and I was using a sheet, and I'm like, well, that's kind of stupid. Here I got three of these shower curtains in my one of my pillows, and I could lay it on the bed, and then if it's wet or anything, it's on the shower curtain that's on my bed, and it'll protect my bed, right? I don't know why, but I thought of that at the last minute, so I switched it out, and that's what I'm going to do. I've got the shower curtain laying out there because I put my canopy on top of my bed because I really don't like it on my roof. And then it's just an 8x8 canopy that I like setting up by my door in case it's raining or whatever. And I leave Rosie's stroller out of the van and my chair under the canopy, and hopefully it'll be dry in the morning. And the canopy is easy for me to set up, and I like it. But if I'm just going to be traveling, I don't know per se have to have the canopy. It just depends on what I'm doing and where I'm staying and stuff like that. I did take it to Florida, and um I set it out at night, because we camped at three different places, 3 nights. And so for me to sleep, you know what? I take that back. That canopy was on my roof going down. But coming back, I didn't want to put it on my roof. So I put it inside on my bed and it didn't get wet. But I didn't even think about using that shower curtain. So ding, I've got shower curtains to put that on in the event that it gets wet. And I don't want to, I don't know. I've been thinking forever I want one of those swing away boxes for the back of my van, and I don't think I do. Nobody's talking to me. Are you still with us, Anne? There's still three in here. Floss isn't here, so I don't know if she knew I was going live or not. It's okay. I didn't know if I could get live. She was on here. Did you guys come get on last week when I was in Arkansas? T, was you on here? Dale, was you on here? And you just stumbled on me, so it just popped up. You were dry. Well, I wasn't on here. I couldn't even get on. I was down, and I had Wi-Fi down there at the campground, but I couldn't get on. And then I'd seen when I did get on, I couldn't. I could text. That's all I could do. It wasn't letting me. Anyway, I'm about getting tired of it. Thank you, Anne. Where are you from? What state are you from, Anne? Is your name Anne? She's new. She's new to my live stream. She was here first, T, and Dale. So Dale, how are you doing on your van? Are you getting? I seen you were. What were you insulating it? Is that what you were doing? I It was so weird. We had hot weather. I mean, it was hot. Yes, welcome. I was wondering where she was from, or if her name's Ann, but it says Ann Bowman, so I'm assuming um it was hot and muggy. Let's see, I got there Wednesday. The meetup started Thursday. Okay. Oklahoma. Oh, Oklahoma. I love Oklahoma. Are you a van camper? Do you van camp? Okay, Dale. You put in some kill mat last week, but the weather turned and you've been busy with other stuff. So I seen where you posted that you may go to Vermont. I seen that on Casey Carson's site. You may be going to Vermont, and maybe you might bring your guitar. That would be cool. I would love to see you there. I can't get. I don't know if she don't. She's got to get this posted on uh on the event. I've got people that are. It is the Virginia trip in October. You're gonna get hooked on it, Ann, if you've been watching a lot of videos. I tell you what, once you start, it's hard to stop. I mean, I got back in my van. I unloaded everything, which wasn't hard to do either. I mean, I'm just kind of in love with my little van right now, and I just want to keep going. Can you see Rosie in the back? Rosie, what you doing over there, Tonkin? You want to come here? Come here. She's wanting her mama. I tell you what, she was so good on this meetup. And she met, I don't know if you guys saw that picture with her and that little no, not Vermont, Virginia. I'm sorry, it's in Virginia. Oh, well, thank you, T. One of my meetups. That was probably the biggest one I'm ever gonna have. Yeah. It was a little. I'm not. If I wasn't hand, if it about my legs started hurting, I needed more help to do that. But it was fun and it was worth it. Come here, Tonkin. You want to come see me? Come see everybody. Oh, okay. Come here, honey. Come on. Come on. Anyway, if I hadn't had Sherry, um, because I stood the whole time when I was. Are you teasing me? Look at her. Come here. Come here. You want to come here? Well, come on. Come say hi. I stood the whole time. I was handing out everybody's name tag necklaces and stood up and meet them. And we'd set up that the pavilion was filthy. The tables were filthy. And I used my good old shower curtains for tablecloths. Tell you, shower curtains are something else. And I get them off Temu, so they're really cheap. And they're cute too. They match my bedspread. So, you know, me and my hippie stuff, curtains. But anyway, so setting it up and everything, and then handing all that out, and then I did a trivia, and it was really fun. It was really fun. The trivia was good, and then whoever drove the longest got one of my T-shirts, and um, I did trivia and gave prizes. I gave out magnets, tea, and stuff like that. So it was fun. I had a lot of fun, and I love trivia. So I always do a trivia at the big meetups and hand out. I do about 10. So I usually have 10 prizes they can get. I had some butterfly stickers and, just my magnets, and I need stickers, and I want to get a different kind of logo. I'm thinking something with the Chat GPT. I've been making those pictures with me and Van Halen, and I don't know. I'm thinking of a cartoonic one of me and the Van and Rosie. Maybe is what I'm thinking. A Chat GPT. I love that Chat GPT stuff. If you've got a good picture. So I do need stickers, and I need good stickers. Um, the magnets, I did not hand them all out. I kept some. Yeah, I mean, I still love my logo, and it's great, and it's on, so that's fantastic. And I did the scan thing worked great. I had women scanning it, you know, at the meetup to get my channel. I said, "Here, just do this." It worked well. It really did. So that was cool. Let's see. The person that drove the furthest was from Florida, and they were from Honeymoon. Is there a Honeymoon, Florida? Pretty sure that's what she Honeymoon. And actually, she was at the Mill Dam meetup that I was at, and she had lent me her. She had a higher power fold out solar panel that I used for my little Blue Eddy, and she was letting me use it instead of my 120. And very nice gal, very nice gal. And she ended up helping with when we were doing left, right, center. And it was funny. We did left, right, center game, and we had 90. It's about $92 or $93 in the pot for left, right, center, and um, it got down. There's this one lady. Oh my gosh, they got so excited. You're gonna have to watch that video. It's called Game Night. And I mean, you'd think he's on Price is Right. It was pretty crazy. It was fun. And the lady that won it, she was like, She had just gotten there that day. She wasn't there at the meet and greet. And so she didn't really, oh, this is mine, she was like in shock. It was really cute. And it was fun. It was so much fun. And we were going to do it again the last night, play again, and it got cold. And so some of the women went out to eat at JoJo's, which we ate lunch at JoJo's. It's a catfish wharf. And there's also, this place was so cool, and I'm going to do a video on it too. I got one meetup. Wow, I can't do all these videos. Um, it's got like, you can stay there. You can camp at this place, and it wasn't far from where we were. It was just like right across. It was just down the highway from where we were staying anyway. But it was right on the White River, not the creek. It was on the White River, and the river was really, really full and pretty. But they had cabins. There was cabins. There was RV park. There was rentals. You could go fishing. You could um, hire a fishing guide. I mean, just all kinds of things. So I took a picture of all their stuff. So that'll probably be a little short video that I do. I haven't even got the video with the waterfalls done, you know. So I've got to work on that. But I've got videos coming out until next week. So, um, it was fun. It was a good trip. It was fun, and I love that area. And I've been going down about the same route every time I've been going down there. And I actually went this route also when I went to Florida. And I tell you what, it's just gorgeous. And um, it's Highway 63. I'm pretty sure most of it all the way down there. And it's not a 4 lane or anything, but it's got, every so many miles, it's got the open up and pass lane. So it's 3 laned. And there's hardly anybody on it. I mean, and it's beautiful. You're going through the Ozarks, the trees, the rivers, and it gets a little windy in some spots, but that's the Ozarks, but it was just so pretty. And I'm in love with the Ozarks. I really am. I just don't like the heat. Tons to edit. What'd you do this week? What's your video going to be on, Dale? Is it going to be on your van? I hope. Hey, I've uh, I've I don't know. I'm ready to go back to Arkansas. Or I don't know. I mean, I've posted my itinerary yesterday, and I've got some really cool these next 2 meetups I'm doing. I got different events going on with them, itineraries. So the one, I'm going to tell you a little bit about them because I just got them finalized, and I've been working on them since I got back too. Because the next one's coming up in a couple weeks. It's in May, right after Mother's Day, and it is down at Table Rock Lake. So it's kind of on the other side of where I go into Arkansas. It's out at Table Rock is down by Springfield, Branson, that area. So it's the western part of Missouri, southwest. It's rocking with Dale. I'm pretty sure. It's about the van and the dogs and other stuff. You're so cute. I can't wait to see you again. Um, anyway, hey Dale, did you hear me talking about Dulcimer, the shop I went to where they make the dulcimers? This shop right here, McSpadden Mountain Dulcimers. Can you see that? I'm trying to get it to where it's not glaring. That was the coolest place I've been in a long time. They have been making these. See it? Can you see it? They've been making these since 1962. I was telling Ann was in here when I was talking about it, and they've sold over 66,000 of these, and it's a really cool story. I'm going to do a video on it. But when I was in there, the owner came out and played, and then there was a lady in there playing with him. I thought she might have been a butterfly, but she wasn't, and that I know of. But oh my god, it was so pretty. I just loved it. Have you ever played one of these? Have you I mean, it was just so cool. It was so cool. But really cool story and history on this store and the people. But anyway, in the back of the store, they had the shop. You could see through the glass, and he was building them. One of the builders was back in there. It was really, really, really cool. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. And a really cool thing was when I left Rosie in the van, and it's the first time I'd left her in there since I'd gotten down there, and it was I can't remember. It was cool out. It wasn't hot. And anyway, when I was checking out, I got me some. They had some raw honey that a guy across the highway made. So he had bees. So I bought me some raw honey because I have been out forever. You have a mandolin? Ooh, bring that. Bring that to the can you bring it to the meetup? I'd like to check that out. Anyway, I bought that, and then Kirby has a harmonica, and there was a harmonica music book, you know, with the chords and everything on the harmonica notes and everything. Okay. Bring the whole band. Anyway, so I got him that book, and then I got me some honey, and I was checking out, and I said, "Well, I'd love to hang out, but I gotta go get my Yorkies in my van." And they go, "Oh, you could bring her in." I'm like, "Oh, I like that store a lot now." So anyway, but when I went out there, I always wear my keys around my neck, always. And so I was taking my keys off, and I had my cowboy hat on, my straw hat, and my earring got caught. And regardless, I lost my earring in the parking lot of this store. Well, then a couple days later, I don't know if it was the next day, but anyway, Sherry and I was driving down. We went and drove over a swinging bridge. I got a video on that too, over Stillmore Creek. But anyway, we pulled when to get down to this place we were going. You had to go right by where you turned off to go into Dulcimer's, and that parking lot where I was. Sherry goes, "Go in there, see if it's still laying there." And I said, "Oh, surely it's not. It'd be." And I said, "Well," I pulled in just like I did. And I said, "If it's anywhere, I'm going to open the door and it's going to be right there." And by golly, it was laying right there in the parking lot. Right where I said it would be. I looked straight down and there it was. It was so funny. You can't sing, but you can have. I plan to travel with one or two guitars, a keyboard, and whatever else I can stuff in it. You will be a one woman band, girl. Well, I'll play a couple. I'll strum some chords for you. Give you a little bit of backup. Just give me the chords. I can do chords. Um. Oh, I bet you don't scream. You sing good. You do good. You do good. You're a very good entertainer. I love what you pick out to play too. I love your taste in music, and I can't wait to see you again. Um, my gifts. I got gifts. This is one gift from Dory. It's a paperweight and a bone, but it says, "Those who love me love my dog because she knows how I am about my Rosie. Isn't it cute? But this deal, oh my gosh, this is so precious. I don't know what to do. It's a handmade journal, and I know you can't see it very well, from Eleanor, and she lives in Oklahoma. And you should see all this little hand stuffs. I mean, there's like little cards in here. Like this looks like a library card. Um, there's little pockets. Um, there's little cards to write on that have butterflies on them. It's the most precious thing I think I've ever seen. I mean, there's just all kinds of stuff, and it's a journal. It's a handmade journal. Look at all these pockets with all these things, postcards and stuff you can use. I don't even know what to say. It's the cutest thing I've ever seen. Handmade. Mm. I had tears. I had tears in my eyes when she brought me this. And I met her um at a meetup. It wasn't my meetup. It was Dondi's Destinations. You know her, Dale. She was at she followed me down to Journey's meetup last year. Johnny's meetup last year. And it was her meetup, and I think it was at Thousand Hills State Park up in North Missouri. But anyway, cool lady, and she was sitting right by me, and she had held a meetup in Oklahoma that I had wanted to go to, but I couldn't because I had another commitment, and it was at the Chickasaw Nation, uh, Indian Nation, and I'm part Chickasaw. So anyway, I fell in love talking to her, and I told her to do that meetup again because I want to go and check out the Indian reservation. But anyway, she made me that journal. Isn't that cool? Yes, you know Dondi. Well, that's where I met Eleanor, and she also made me a headband. You know that I wear those headbands with some bling bling on it. So, and it's a nice one. It doesn't slide up and off your head. So I like to wear the headscarves instead of hats sometimes because I wear a lot of hats because when I'm camping, I get too hot and I like to have my hair up. So I do that with my hair. Um, but anyway, I had tears in my eyes. So anyway, she brought that to my meet and greet and gave it to me. So I got two gifts. Isn't that awesome? I was so excited. I'd never, that's new. But no, it was fun. I wish you guys could have been there. I'm ready. They want to do it again, but I think I'm going to if I do it again, I don't know. I really like Silmore Creek too, but I'd like to do it at the new Blanchard Spring State Park. So Dondi wasn't there. I wish she had been. I haven't seen her since Johnny's meetup. She's having a meetup in Iowa. The same time I think I'm having my meetup down, I think, at LA Spring. But let me tell you my itinerary. So for Mother's Day weekend, we are going to Table Rock Lake, which is a beautiful, beautiful, it's the most beautiful lake, I think, in Missouri. And it's almost to Arkansas. It's down by Branson. And let's see, the meet and greet, I'm going to make taco soup, which is very easy for me to make, is why I'm making taco soup. And it's really good. Tastes like tacos, right? So then I'm going to have that for everybody. I'm not going to there's not going to be that many people there. I don't think they can get sites. I think they're probably already all booked. So there's only going to be about 10 people there, a little bit smaller. So I'm going to make taco soup. And then the next day, everybody's going to chill out in the morning, find them a rock, and we're going to paint rocks. Sherry's got rock paints. And then this lady that painted me a really cool rock. She's from Arkansas or Oklahoma. No, she's from Arkansas. Arkansas lady, I'm pretty sure. She's coming. and she is bringing her paints for the rocks. So we're going to do rock painting, and then we're going to do have a fire and roast some hot dogs and tell stories. I want everybody to tell me a story, and I want to listen to their story. Um, there's some women there that I haven't seen for a while. It's going to be there, so it's going to be fun. And then the next night, we are or day we're going to hang out on the water, permitting, and they can do kayak, or if they bring their own kayak, they can float, hang on the water. Depends on how warm it is and the weather. But then we're going to start. We're going to do a wine tasting and bring cheese, and then we're going to have a movie night. Another friend of mine has one of those outdoor screens for movies, so that's going to be a fun meetup. I'm liking that one. Now, Alley Springs, which is, I went there. I did a video on Alley Spring. If you have watched any of my videos, which is beautiful. And I went down there on the first day of spring. I was down there looking at the springs, and that's when I decided to do a meetup at Alley Spring. No, there's no electricity there, so you got to do your solo or solo. You got to do your solo. You got to do your solar, and you're right on Jack's Fork River, and it's a smaller river, and there's gravel bars right there at the campground. You can just sit right in the water, and it's cold because it's coming out of Alley Spring. So it's cold blue water, and it's gorgeous. So they could I know there's shuttles nearby if they want to do a float. I don't think I'm going to do one because of Rosie, but I will sit in the water. But a friend of mine, I don't know if you guys know her. Her name is Joni Peters, and she is from that area. And I met her at my meetup I had at Echo Bluff last fall when we were looking for the wild horses. And she's coming to this meetup, and she grew up down there, and she has got so much storytelling, folklore, history. And I told her we had a discussion yesterday. I said, brush up on that stuff. She's got a lot of storytelling to do around that area, and then she's gonna see if she can find out where the horses are staying, so we can go. There's another herd down there that I really want to find, and they've got a baby. They got a new baby, so I want to try and find that herd. And also, if there's some stuff that she's got some stuff that we could go look at too, that's about this history story she's going to tell. So I'm going to do a big interview on her and her history and record it, and then I'm also going to do a video on her van. I didn't get a video on her van last time. It's called Oreo, and it's Oreo Speedwagon after Oreo. Only it's Oreo because it's white and black. Her van is white and black. I'm pretty sure it's a Transit. Pretty sure it's Ford Transit. But anyway, really cool woman. I really like her a lot. So that's going to be fun. And then we're just going to go try and find the wild horses, chill in the creek, and I haven't made any food decisions on that one yet. I was thinking about doing a watermelon plug. Yes. So, have you come up with a name for your van, Dale? Huh? Have you come up with a new name? Yeah, I like Oreo. Oreo Speedwagon. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to that meetup because Alley Spring, both them, I went to Big Spring and Alley Spring. I haven't gone to Blue Spring yet. I really want to go to that one too, but I think I have to do a float to get to it because I can't do the hike. Magic van, magic carpet ride, right? The magic van. I like that. I like that. Oh, I can't believe, let's see. I was hoping that Snoopy'd be on here. She got a new van. It's a Chrysler Pacifica, like Heart's Magic Van. Yeah, that's great, honey. I like that name. Magic Van. Yeah, cool. He's a magic man, magic van. Yeah, I like it. See, I told you I liked your music. But Snoopy, she's not on here. I really wanted to talk to her about her new van. Since she posted, she's got two butterflies on the back of it, so she was uh, legit now. But wanted to see how she's doing with her van, and she named. Well, I don't. She said she was gonna name it Midnight, and I said, "Well, name it Midnight Rider," and she did. She goes, "Oh, I like that Midnight Rider." It's the Midnight Rider. Dreamboat Vanny. Oh, that's oh, I love that. Oh my god. Beginning it was like magic happened. So went with that. That's a good name too, though. Dreamboat Vanny. Wow. But I like Magic Van better. Yep. And it was like magic. I'm so happy for you that you have that because you do have so much more to put in your van than I do. I'm lucky. My dog is like little bitty. She a little bitty thing. She was so good at this meetup. I tell you guys, I she has got this camping down in van life. She was so good. She knew her boundaries. She just knew everything. She knew how to get in and out of to come to me so I can get her out of the van. Because we have these schedules we do, and where she could go potty for night night and all that stuff. I mean, she was just fantastic. I had an awesome time with her. And that was, that makes it work, when she works with you. And, the only thing I still have problems with her getting hot. So I'm just gonna have to work on that. I've got one, two, three. I've got four fans now, and I've got two fans. We got in the van one afternoon, and I was hungry, so I want to get in there. And I made all my meals, so I was wanting to warm it up in my. It's not a hot logic, but it's like a hot logic. Yeah, well, she did really good, Dale. She was perfect this trip, and that made it as nice also. But anyway, so I put in all of the window dills to keep the sun out, and we got in there, and I had four fans going. I had the outside fan; it's battery operated. The rest of them are USB, and they were all charged, and I had them all blowing on her, and it was actually better than being outside because I put in the window, you know, reflectance, and I had the whole front was shut off, which I never hardly do because I just pull a curtain usually, especially when I'm driving it. I don't like to take them up, put them on, take them down, all that. So I usually don't even put them on, but I did to keep the heat out this time. Yeah, and she knows her stroller, and that's her spot. I had a little problem with the dog, and I'm considering. I don't know what to do. This dog didn't like dogs. Doesn't like dogs, and she was in her safe spot. She was in her stroller, and this dog got it, jumped up, and tried to nip at her, and almost bit her in the face. It really scared me to death. And I mean, I got her. I was right there, but still, that's her spot. That's her safe space. And she snarled back, but I don't think, and I don't. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but I need to talk to this person about their dog because evidently it was doing this. It doesn't like any of the other dogs at all. And I did see him going off on the other dogs. But I didn't see when we were walking, there's this beautiful walkway to Blanchard Springs Falls. And that dog, that dog, I was told nipped at a kid walking on the same path. Now, I'm a dog lover. But if their dogs do not like other dogs, you shouldn't bring them to the meetups. And that's just the way, it's get, those are the dogs that ruin it for my dog because there are some meetups where they're not allowing dogs anymore because of that reason. Because somebody gets bit or somebody gets hurt and they're going to ruin it for everybody else that has a pet that enjoys these things. Rosie met there. It was really cool this trip because there were so many little dogs there. There was probably one big dog or maybe two, but the rest of them were all little. Like I seen other Yorkies and um, Chihuahuas, and Chihuahua Yorkie mixes and just smaller dogs. And she just loves that because, that's her, you know, she's not intimidated by them. And she was kissing them. She loved it, and she met new friends and I think she had a really good time. She had a good meetup, just like I did. So you have a mean dog? Your dog don't like other dogs? What do you have, T? What kind of dog do you have? Do you have a You're gonna have to I have never seen your dog in any of your videos. All I see is T-Bone. T-Bone and what's the other one's name? T-Bone. I can't remember the other one's name. It's been a while since I've seen the other one. It's been a while since I've seen T-Bone. They've been in your videos? Your dogs or T-Bone? Smoky Bones. That's right. I've never seen your dog in a video. Which dog? What do you have? What kind of dog do you have? Copper and Katarina? Katarina. 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 Shit. Oh, I like Shih Tzus. You're going to have to post a picture for me or send me a picture of them. I want to see them. I don't remember unless it's a video before I started watching your videos. So I do try to, unlike you guys, I do watch your videos when you make a video. About all I do is watch YouTube. That's what I do. That's who I am. I'm a YouTuber. I got a message. Kirby's out of state. Did you see my post on Campfire Girls about what Kirby was doing today? You got to watch it. He was on his towers today and he did a video for me. He did two videos for me. And that tower had not been taken care of and it was scaring the hell out of me. Anyway, he was going out to eat. That's not him. He uh I wish he would retire. That stuff scares me so bad. Brian was up above him. You'll have to check them out on Campfire Girls. Oh, you did see it, Dale? Yeah. Crazy. Crazy. And that's not even, that wasn't even that high up as he's gone. But that tower had not been worked on or maintained for a long time. And they were taking down the line on it was just flapping. Wasn't even, you know, it's it's hard to explain. It took me a long time to understand all the stuff that he does do on these towers. And his son was up above in Brian, and up above on the top of that tower, they had taken down the antenna already. They'd gotten that done, and then they were taking that line that was flying around. They were taking it down off that tower, so they're working on that tower. So I'm thinking that they're relining it, and then hopefully they're going to be the guidelines are what holds straps that thing down on the ground. I think they said that they were loose, and scares me to death. Anyway, that man has been doing that for over 35 years. It's his own business. I mean, he started it, and he was a pilot, and he was flying around in his little plane, and he thought, I bet somebody needs to put light bulbs on that tower. I bet somebody needs to paint that tower, and it just started from there. He's a nut. He needs to retire. He needs to retire. Yeah, I keep telling him that. But anyway, hopefully we're going to go somewhere here, and I've got a thing I'm going to do. I got a thing I'm going to do. I'm going to tell you about this. His son has a kayak. I've never kayaked. I don't even know if I can get in and out of it, but I'm going to try. And we may, depends on the weather, we may go camp down here where we go fishing a lot, which I want to go fishing anyway. But we may borrow that kayak and see if I can do it, because I'd really like to do a float trip. I really want to do a float trip. You like our camper? I like the camper too. It's really cute, and it's just small. It's so easy. Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't pull it. But it's pretty easy. Now we're getting ready to put solar on there, and he's got 700 watts of solar. He's getting ready to put on there, but I think he's going to go down to 6. And my 200's working great. And I bought me another 200 watt, which we had. There's Floss. Hi, honey. Um, I made it. I got on here. I can't believe I did it. I had to go out and come back in again though. But I think I'm going to put 300 on there, take down my 200 and put it on the camper, and then just keep with the 300, because I mean that thing, even my AC 180 charging my refrigerator the whole time, it stays at 100% charged. I don't really need it, but when it's cloudy, it goes down quite a bit. So I thought, will 300 watts help that or not? T, do you know, if you're listening to me? I'd kind of like to put, would 300 help with that versus 200 as far as keeping it charged better on a cloudy day? Does that make sense? So I had a lot of problems in Florida with it not keeping my refrigerator charged. T, did you hear me? Okay, that's what I thought. Well, I mean, he bought two 300 panels for the camper, and thought, well, I'll just switch out one of them and go up to 3 on mine instead of putting 2 panels on my van, and then that leaves me with another half a roof where I can do something else. Okay, so we're gonna put panels on the camper, and then he's wanting to. Boy, I tell you, he's this close to buying a Blue Eddy. Is it Elite 300? That's got the 30 amp plug. Man, oh man, I wonder if I could borrow that on a trip. I bet I could. Check my messages. Okay. Did you send me some pictures? I heard it go ding. I thought maybe it was Kirby. Oh, aren't them cute? Look at them babies. This is her babies. Oh, I bet you can't see, can you? Can you see that? Let me do the roof. No, didn't work well. Anyway, well, you don't think they'd get along with Rosie? Yeah, give me some thumbs up. I got one thumbs up. You don't think they'd get along good with Rosie T? Look at the which one's which? Which one's which? Or did you tell me in the message? Cooper and Katrina. She's the black white one. Okay, Katrina is the black one. Okay. I love that name. I love that name. And Cooper. What's Katrina? What is oh, she's a Shih Tzu? She's tiny little thing. She's tiny. Yeah. Oh, they're adorable. She looks smaller than Rosie. So you don't want to bring them because you're afraid they'll get hurt or they're ornery? Because I think they're adorable. They don't look like they'd hurt anything. So what should I do with this one person? I don't want to hurt their feelings, but um this dog has got to learn to get along, and I don't want it coming up to my campground, to my space where Rosie's at. They're inside pups strictly. So they don't even go outside to go potty. I've got some Rosie's been on this lizard kick where she wants outside all the time. Oh, yeah, we did floss. I did down the first night, Wednesday night down there. Is before the Wednesday night was when, yeah, that's when I was supposed to do the live and I couldn't. It was storming. But anyway, I had to keep my canopy tied down because see, it was this meetup we were driving in and out all the time. But I did attach. We moved the picnic table to the other side of my canopy and I bungeed it to the picnic table, which it was a very heavy wooden table. And then I had two stakes in each leg pounded into the ground. And then I had it bungeed to my van also. And I'm glad I did. I didn't want to take it down because it was keeping some stuff dry that I need, like Rosie's stroller and my chair and whatnot. But anyway, that storm, I mean, Wednesday night was like a microburst. It was scary and it was just all of a sudden and it sounded like hail, heavy, heavy, heavy rain. And it sounded like a micro and my van was going. I was scared. I was scared. And Sherry was there and she just got her new van, which I call Bumblebee. It's yellow. It's cute. You're gonna see it in the video. But anyway, oh my gosh, she was scared too. But my canopy did not falter. But my van sure shook. And I think it's because of the canopy, really, to tell you the truth. But it was something else. Well, Ann Bowman, thank you so much for coming in and keeping me company tonight. I hope you're a subscriber. Subscribe to my channel, Campfire Girls, Lin-E and Rosey, and watch some of my videos, and maybe you'll become a vanner. That would be fun. Come to some of my meetups. You're not that far away. The owner needs to control the dog. I'm always watchful of mine and quickly corrected them unwanted behavior. Well, I tell you what, when it I really like this woman, and she's probably gonna watch this video, but I've got to talk to her. I've got to talk to her because she's coming to Table Rock meetup that I'm doing, and there's not going to be that many there. And I mean, if she's, I don't know if she could leave the dog in the van, and not bring it to the group things. And that's probably what I'm going to ask her to do if she could leave the dog there. I hate it. I hate that I have to do that. But and then somebody says, "Don't you remember that we had problems with that dog down at our other, when I first met her last fall down at Echo Bluff. And I'm like, I didn't remember it. I didn't remember it, but you know me, I don't have a lot of memory in there. It's getting worse too. I'm really bad with names. And that's why I made all them name tags. So, but they were cute. Everybody liked them. Yeah, it is. Okay. The owner needs to control the dog. Yeah. So what you been doing, Floss? Thank you for showing up. I had a hard time getting this going again, so I started early. Once I got it going, I just went ahead and went live because I didn't know what else to do. So it was before 8 o'clock, and Anna was in here. She just randomly found me, and I'm like, cool, not a Vanner. You been watching TV? Okay. Oh my gosh. Well, I've been talking about my meetup. It was so much fun. And we've been talking about my next meetups coming up. And I could just go on and on. Just yak, yak, yak. Um, Thank you so much, Dale and T, for being here. A muzzle around others. Well, it's going to be up to her. I mean, I can't really, the dog. I'm not risking my dog getting bit. And she was in her stroller. She was in her space. There was no way that dog should have been in her space. And Rosie let her know, but still, that was a bigger dog. Huh. That's weird, Floss, because Anna found me. I didn't do anything today but post on Campfire Girls that I was going to be live. Try to be live at 8 o'clock tonight. I didn't post it on Butterflies or anywhere else because I've had so much problems and I'm starting to feel bad about it. And I don't want to give it up because I really like talking to you guys. And um, but I really don't. A lot of people, you know what though? It's really weird because I don't get a lot of people on here, but they sure watch them once they're done. I mean, I've had more views after the live stream's over. So I'm just going to start talking, I guess, and they can listen to me. Whatever I did tonight, do that. Okay. You're so cute, T. Oh my gosh. I can't wait till September to meet you. Oh, we're going to have such a good time. We're going to have fun. I can't wait. And I'm really looking forward to that meetup. There's a I've been keep wanting to. Oh man, I just wish it wasn't so hot in Missouri in July and August. I don't have anything going, unless I go to Colorado, and um, I kind of like to have Kirby to go with me on that, but they are so busy. I don't know if we're going to be able to get away in July or August. July is his birthday month, and then August is the only time to go to Colorado, if you ask me, or in the mountains, cool off. There are a lot of people who watched a live and don't speak. Really? Didn't know that. I only got 2 thumbs up. Who gave me thumbs up? Probably T and Dale, right? Okay. It can be T. September. Heck, yeah. When we go to Johnny's, you Johnny's meetup was so hot last year. I was miserable and I was so swollen because I still had a lot of that inflammation, which since I've gone off sugar, it's helped. Yeah, it was hot, and we'll have to spend time in the creek. There's a creek down there, and I didn't do that last year, but I will do that this year. Okay, I got 3 now. Now it says there's 5 people in here. I don't know who else could be in here. You're gonna die in the heat. Baloney. You're from Florida. You're used to the heat. You big baby. It was not cooled off at Johnny's meetup, Dill. Who are you talking to? I was there. It was hot. I was sweating so damn bad. Of course, you were in the shade. I was over there while I needed the solar. Um, I'm going to spend my time in the creek this year. Well, you live in the wrong state if you hate the heat. And I do too. I tell you what, I hate Missouri. And, I'm from Colorado originally, even though you know, I've been here most of my life. But the humidity here is unbearable. The humidity, it's different than your humidity. Yours is, I always call yours like a sea funk. It's a sea funk humidity, and then ours is just freaking moisture, heat, moisture. It's different. And when I first moved here, I had headaches for the first year I lived here. It was worse at Deb's, they said, and the drive down was pretty brutal when I had to stop for well, you're up north. You're probably not used to any heat, are you, Dale? Poor thing. I bet it does. It is pretty hard for you. Oh, I tell you. Yeah. Well, maybe this year won't be as bad. Let's hope it won't be as bad. But yeah, anything we can do with water, we need like a we need to tell Johnny when she needs to have like a or Bev. We'll get Bev. You got a sprinkler system, we could put up there for us handicapped people that we can just sit in the water and not go down to the creek. I'm going to suggest that. You've lived there 36 years. Well, you'd think you'd be used to the heat. Do you like to go to the ocean, T? See, I've got some women that are Florida, they don't like to go to the ocean. They don't want to get in the sand and all that. And I'm like, man, I love, love, love the beach. Just love it. I mean, I could sit all day at a beach. Good. I'm this close to planning a meetup down in Texas next winter, and going down to the beaches in Texas and doing a caravan or doing a meetup down there. I'm serious. I'd like to go camp at Magnolia Beach and along in there. T, would you do that? Would you go camp at the beach in Texas next winter where we could camp right on the beach? Ooh, that's a bummer. Well, your other half don't get to go with you then, winter in Texas? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm really thinking. I don't know when, but I wanted to do it. This is on my bucket list. And I did Florida. I did Florida in February last year. So I'm thinking Texas this year. I also want to go to Rutherford Beach, but I don't think it would be as warm. That's in Louisiana, and it's a pet friendly beach, and you can camp right on the beach, and it's free. But there's skeeters there pretty bad, from what I've heard. Okay, we could do December. Do you go to the beach? Where? Would you go to a meetup if I had one down there? I'll take you up on that, Floss. You're not gonna have anywhere to sleep. Is Kirby here? Hi, Kirby. Where are you? There he is. Hi, honey. I was telling everybody about your video that you sent me today, and Dale has seen it. Dale watched it on Campfire Girls. Did you have a nice dinner? I hope you had a nice dinner. It has 2 beds. Cool. I might be your best buddy. No, I'll have Rosie with me. And I love sleeping in Van Halen. I just hope it's not so hot. Anyway, I would be interested in doing that, T. You got dibs? You have a huge van. Surely you're going to have AC in it. Are you not going to have AC in that big old van? Oh, it was barely okay. Oh, that's not good. What was it? Where'd you go? Kirby's talking about his dinner he had tonight. He's out of he's staying all night at where he's working at. So, hmm. Longhorn Steakhouse. Well, they're usually pretty good. Wasn't very good. Very. I bet it was expensive too. I'm not a Longhorn fan at all. I'm not a Longhorn fan. Never have been. I don't know why they do their steaks different than I like. I well, think about that, T. Think about that beach thing, and so you go there for Christmas in December? And they do make ACs for vans, on the roof. Magnolia Beach. Service was awful and the food was not that good. Ah, so you're not going to be able to go to the beach. I leave the fan on cool fan at night. Now, are you talking about in your cabin, Floss, that you leave the fan on cool fan at night? I tell you, if you watch my little video that I made it today. I posted it today too because it needed to be before the other one. And it's I think it was making dinner in my van or something like that. But there's 2 fan in the night one. I do one where I'm in there at night, and I did those clip fans, those new little clip fans I got. Oh man, I love them things. So I can point one right on top of Rosie and right on top of me, and then I got my big fan going. Feels fantastic. A little camper that isn't even on the campground. It is a little camper that isn't even really. Hmm. And that's where you stay when you're there, huh? You like icicles. You'll talk about Longhorn later. Okay. Well, I'm really happy with my fans. And they kept us cool the other night. It was really hot down there. It got hot. I mean, I don't know how hot it got, but it was hot. And then it got cold. I mean, I had the heater on the last day I was down there, and it got 40s. Crazy. It's a miracle I'm not sick. You're the only one they rent it to. How come? Is it not, is it not good enough to rent? Just kidding. That's not fair. It's kind of like Johnny goes, "Well, everybody gets the electricity when they check out, they reserve it for the next year." I said, "Well, I'm reserving it for next year now." It's called flow sickles. Hi, Cora. How are you, honey? Thanks for stopping in. It's I miss you. I haven't talked to you forever. You think you was planted in the wrong pot. You like to be warm. That's because you live in the freezing weather all the time, Dale. You were in the wrong pot. You're in that. Oh my gosh. That's funny. Well, I don't. It used to not bother me, man. I used to be on the lake all the time, in the sun all the time. And I think it just once I've gotten older and it makes my inflammation worse. I swell up, down in my foot. So I like I like it to be perfect. I don't like it cold and I don't like it hot. So I'm like, what am I gonna do? I'd rather it be cold, a little bit cooler than hot anymore. And that's totally not me. Totally not me. I used to be, get out there, lay out from 9 in the morning until noon every day and all that stuff. What you been doing, Cora? What you been doing, honey? Oh, I tell you what, honey, that meetup was fun. I wish you'd been there. You would have had a good time. Okay. Boy, y'all are texting me pictures. I'm loving it. T sent me pictures of her doggy. Z, two doggies. Oh man, I love that. Oh, I can't wait to see it. And they don't. Oh, it's right by the bathroom. Is it right by the showers? Floss? I see it sitting there. Is that right by the showers? Oh man, that thing is so cool. Who painted that? I love it. I'm gonna have to come up and check it out and do a tour on that one. That is adorable. So you have it picked up, Floss, okay? Because I'm gonna come do a tour on it. I think it's a cutie pie. Can y'all see it? I know I keep doing this and you can't see it. Never mind. No, no. Okay. It doesn't have water, but it is by the shower. I know exactly where it's sitting. Yeah, that'd be freaking awesome. But it does have air conditioning. And my van didn't have water either, but I have water. I mean, do you put your own water in it in one of those, water faucet things? It belongs to Misty. I know. How many Hey, I got a question on this, Floss. Is there just one shower in that shower house? I didn't do a shower last year when I was there. I just let myself stink. That thing's cute. I could stay in that. I like my van. It has air and electric. Perfect. I just take my little porta potty and my water in my sink. Perfect. No problem. No problemo. I like that. There's 2 showers. Okay. I The one thing about this campground I loved Silmore Creek Campground. If you're ever in Mountain View, it's a family ran, and you could camp. There's a road went right down. You can camp right on the river, and it was there were people down there that were in our group that were by the river. It was just amazing. But if it floods, you're there. You need to get up quick. But anyway, and then my site backed right up to the cliff, and where you could look down on all of them, and it was so cool at night. They'd have their little campfires going. It was like you were looking over their campsite. It was really pretty. But there they had the bathroom. There was only like one main bathroom, and it had 3 stalls in it with the toilets, and then it had 1 shower. That was it. And this was a big campground. I mean, pretty big camp. I mean, I had 35 over 35 women there. And then there were some cabins up on the other side of me, and they had 2 porta potties, and then there were some. I didn't even go in them showers. They didn't have concrete floors or anything, and I don't know. Sherry went and looked in and said they were pretty buggy. So, and the sites were, they were um like $40 a night, which is kind of high, and the sites were gravel. There was grass in the gravel, that type thing. The pavilion tables were filthy dirty, but the people, it was family ran, and they were so nice. They were just wonderful. And the setting was good, I kind of liked it. I think it's kind of overpriced but it is really close to town, and it is right on the creek, on the river. So showers and bathrooms at Johnny's. Yes. But I was asking how many, Cora. Floss just sent me a picture of a little camper that she stays in when she's down there. It's right by the showers. Have you seen it? It's adorable. I kind of like that little camper. Well, I can use my own porta potty, but um, yeah, what they have last year? Two down there, or just one? Hi, everybody. Hi, Nana. Um, yeah, I've been on here a long time. Um, there. I may try my own shower this time because I'm really wanting to do it, and I haven't been in a place where I'm going to do it. And you know how my hatch opens up, and then I've got these hooks that can come down, and then I can hang my shower curtain all the way around my hatch door, and then I can put up another shower curtain covering the inside of my van, and I can take a shower and not have to put up that stupid shower tent that I left in Florida. Actually, I think Cheryl took it because I didn't want it anymore. It will never stand up. I got tired of it. Cool. Well, welcome. That's cool. Guy's name, the Nomad. Guy's Nana, the Nomad, came from Kentucky to meet me in Florida. Well, Cora, there's a Kentuckian right there. That's cool. Nana the Nomad. So you are from Kentucky, Nana, huh? That's cool. Um, Cora, I'm thinking about doing a meetup in Kentucky. I'm thinking about doing a meetup in Kentucky on my way to Virginia this fall. Have you thought any more about going to Virginia to Casey's meetup, or what are you thinking? I think Cora knows everybody. she's been she's been a busybody since she's retired. I know Cora. Yeah. That's funny. Anyway, did Cora answer my question? Would you be interested in doing a meetup in Kentucky when I'm on my way to Virginia? I keep going blank on that. Where am I going? Where am I going? Yes, she's a good kind of busybody. She's the best. She is the best. She is a good woman. And I love her van. She's got the van I want. Oh, yeah. She got retired and she just went visiting people and meeting people. So where did you meet Cora, Nana? Yep, exactly. I'm the same way, Cora. On the fence. Yeah. Well, if she don't get the details down, I'm not going to have anybody to caravan with because everybody's already making their, I if I'm not going to go to that, I'd like to get planned ahead. I got to have my, I'm a planner. We got together and had breakfast in Paducah. You remember that, Laura? You two met in Paducah? Was it a what group are you with, Nana? That you got together? Was it like with butterflies or a van thing? Which I'm sure probably was. Are you a butterfly or you're a nomad, but do you belong to like the butterfly group or Lulu's or any of that, Nana? Fort Pickens just opened reservations up for October. Oh man. What's the weather like in Fort Pickens in October? I love Fort Pickens. Yeah. Mm. Everybody's coming in late. I've been on here for over an hour. It's beautiful. Hi, how are you doing, man, girl? I mm, man, I keep saying I'm not going to go where I've been. That's my new motto because there's so many other places I want to go to, and it's so hard. Oh, it's so hard, especially when I only got to spend like 2 days in Fort Pickens. You gotta come back. I know, I know. I really wanna go back. I really do. And actually, I may go back with my boyfriend because he would love Fort Pickens. All the history there alone, let alone the beautiful, beautiful beach. He would love to go there, and he does wanna go there. So we may do that. We might do that. We might do that. Are you going to go to Fort Pickens and see me then, T, if I go? I'm in Benton. Okay. I'm going to go back to Florida this year. If I go with Kirby, I'll go. But it's hard because, all I know so many people from Florida. It's hard not to go back to Florida. Actually, my drive wasn't that bad when I go through. I'm almost ready to adopt Arkansas. I'm in love with Arkansas so much. It's so pretty. Floss, since they're on separate weekends this year, I want to go to Michigan. It's the weekend after Johnny's. What meetup, Floss, is in Michigan? Share. Come on, Curbs. Floribama, so you can bend your. So I can bend my rule. Oh, that's funny. M26. Oh, we'll see. Go, go, go. I tell you what, if the price of gas don't come down, I ain't going anywhere with Kirby. His truck's diesel. And my van's okay, but we can't both go in the van. You went to the first 3 meetups in Michigan. You and I haven't been to that state, and I hadn't been to Virginia, and that's why I want to go to Virginia. I keep saying Vermont, but it's not Vermont, it's Virginia. And I really do want to go to Casey's meetup this year. It's the first annual um, Nomads van rally thing, whatever. And Janet Privet's going to be speaking. She's the guest of honor, and I love her, and I want to see her again. Um, there's a bunch of people going that I haven't met, and that's kind of why I want to go. And I have not met Casey, even though I feel like I know her. We talk all the time. You're going to West Virginia in August. Are you going to go to Casey's meetup? Come on, Lotto. No kidding. Ugh. Well, Virginia is not as far as Florida was, I don't think, for me. I'll have to rethink, or maybe real close. But like I said, Cora, I thought about stopping over in Kentucky and have a meetup. If you win, we'll all win. Exactly. I'd share it. I'd share it. I tell you, Dale, she's pretty awesome. She sat down quite a bit under my canopy at in Florida, and she did a video on my van. But I got to talk to her a lot, and I just loved every bit of it. I got to know her a little bit, and she's one of my favorite people. That's for sure. She used to be a belly dance. She taught belly dancing. I mean, I would have never guessed that from her, but she's just such a cool spirited woman. I just love her. Well, it's cool that she's going to be the guest of honor there at that meetup, and she's going to be the honorable speaker and all that stuff. So I think it's going to be a really cool meetup, and it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be in fall, and I've never been there. It'll be new for me. And she gets up there. You can tell because she'll get up there and do the line dancing with the women, and I got her on video um, when they're doing the line dancing at the meetup there in Florida at Mill Dam. And you can tell she gets her little shoulders going. You can tell she's got the moves. She's pretty cool. T. Is it nice? I bet you've been to Virginia. Well, I hope you can go. That would be fun. I'd like to see you there too. But I'm still not. I'm still, as far as I know, I'm still going to stay there or go. I'm not backing out. I don't think gas is going to go much higher than it is, and I mean, that's kind of why I wasn't going to do anything for a couple months and save some money, save some gas money, so I can go to that meetup. That is my birthday. That's during my big birthday. You all have to go to that meetup to celebrate my birthday with me. It is October 8th through the 18th, I do believe. She's got it posted on her site. Cool. Um, there you go, Nana. Yes, I know you. There you go. I love that. Small world, isn't it? It was really funny because at this meetup, this one girl, if you watched it, I have a picture of Rosie with this little uh, puppy named Bear. And oh my God, he's the cutest little thing. He is so adorable. But anyway, she's from my hometown of Clinton, Missouri. And what a small world. I didn't even know she was in it, coming or anything. She was down on the river, so everything like the heart rocks everywhere. I was picking up rocks. Yeah. I just got it. My connection is unstable. Anyway, Clinton, Missouri. She didn't move there. She just moved there about 5 years ago, so I didn't know her. But she came to my meetup. It's a small world. It's just crazy how small world it is. And then Sherry, is from like around Washington, Missouri, and up in that area. And there was a lady from there, and they knew people that went to school together. I mean, it's so weird how these women are connecting with each other. It's just amazing. I love it. Your grandmother came from Clinton, Mo. Small world, see? Clinton's not a bad town. I mean, it's what it is, but yeah, big birthday, T. Yep, October 15th. That's my birthday. So that was going to be my birthday trip. I really want to do it because I really want to meet Casey, and I want to honor Jan, of course, and all that good stuff. And I'd still like to stop over in Kentucky, Cora, and see you, even if you don't go. But you don't know where you'll be in October, probably, do you? Um, but that's okay. I don't have to. I can just keep on going. You're down in southern Kentucky. I ain't going to be down that way anyway. Um, well, I have been on here for an hour and a half. Where is that one? Are you talking about the meetup, T? Yeah, not sure yet. Was that you? Did you make that sound? I'm going to get her. Hang on just a minute. More than one ingestion is using the primary URL. Send one stream to the primary ingestion URL. What is that, Floss? Do you see this up here on my thing? More than one ingestion is using the primary URL. Send one stream to the primary ingestion URL and one stream to something. Van Cherie is from Warrensburg. And she came in with Lulu last year. I didn't know she was from Warrensburg. Small world. You want some water? Come here, honey. I get you some water. Come here. You're getting ignored. Aren't you thirsty? She needs a drink of water. Here you go. She drinks out of a cup. I'm getting weird messages, guys. I don't even know if you can see me or hear me. I'm thirsty, girl. Yeah. Is anybody still here? It says error. More than one ingest is using primary URL. Done. You say hi to everybody. Say hi. Say hi, everybody. Say I met a bunch of new friends at the meetup, and I got a new boyfriend, and his name is Bear. And Mommy's got a video of us. Yeah, Mommy's got a picture of us on Campfire Girls, and I really liked him, and I gave him kisses. Yes, I did. She's a cutie. She had a good time. She had a good meetup. Here you go, baby. There you go. She says, "What are you doing, Mom?" She's ready for me to get off here. You want to come back over here? Huh? She's so cute. Cherie slept in her car. Honey, everybody slept in their car. What are you talking about? I don't know what this error is. Anyway. That's why the other dog, oh, well, there was no other dogs around when he did that. It was just him and Rosie. Nobody else was by her at that time. So no, it wasn't because of that. But are you going, Cora? Thanks for stopping in. I can't wait to see you again. I miss you. I love your, hey, Cora, save me one of those potatoes. If they get going, will you bring me one to Johnny's meetup? One of those Japanese sweet potatoes. Cora, bring me a sweet Japanese sweet tater. Bye, honey. She started planting Japanese sweet potatoes, and I have never seen one, let alone ate one. And I want her to bring me one. What, my error on my screen? Does it look any different? It just says error. More than one ingestion is using the primary URL. Send one stream to the primary ingestion URL and one stream to, and then it doesn't. They look pretty rough. And then it just doesn't, I don't know what it's doing. I think they are the purple ones. I don't know. Lulu eats them all the time and just swears by them. And I've never seen one, not in Missouri. But then I don't go to those fancy stores that Lulu goes to either. Okay, I'm getting confused on everybody's talking here. And text me. I will see if I can find out what it means. I do too. Well, if you find some, we're all on the search for Japanese sweet potatoes. So Google them, see where they sell them. So who's here now? Who's Christine? Where's she at? Da, 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 da. You can't get them here at Walmart, Dale. Believe me, I've looked because I love sweet potatoes. I'm a sweet potato eater. I love them, and I don't ever recall seeing Japanese sweet potatoes. Okay, I am going to have to sign off because I've got something coming up here on my error screen um, that I want to figure out. But thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope that I didn't cut anybody out of here. I don't know who. Where's Christine? You're trying to find Christine too, Floss. Who are you talking to, Christine? Oh, okay, Nana the Nomad. Okay. Thank you, T, for clarifying. I thought I had somebody else in here. I didn't know who it was. What do they taste like if they don't taste like sweet potatoes? Thanks for coming in and seeing us, Christine. I love having your real name. It's like I I show up as Campfire Girls and my name is Lin-E. So nice to meet you. Hope I get to meet you. Good night, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Watch my videos. I got some good ones out there. Okay. Subscribe if you're not subscribed and ring the bell and thumbs up. My dog is wanting me to talk to her. You saw him at Trader Joe's. Now that's why I say I don't shop. Nice to meet you too, hon. Hope we can get together. Come to one of my meetups. That would be great. Good night, everybody.